What is going on, all of you faithful gamers out there, man? So I wanted to do a quick video real quick, man, talking about this character select screen. And you know, of course there's going to be more details. We're probably going to see some, I don't want to necessarily say spoilers, but maybe like some more trailers or whatnot before September 30th. Those of you guys know, the Tokyo Game Show is going to be going down live at, you know, on September 30th, and then with that is going to be a live demonstration of King of Fighters 15 and stuff like that. I will try to live stream that myself, so you guys can check that out on my channel, or I'm pretty sure other people are going to be live streaming it as well, but I want to live stream it as well because that's just what I want to do. So with that being said, I just kind of like wanted to like talk about, you know, what my guesses of what the remaining characters are going to be as of right now. Now, of course, there's kind of been like not really any spoilers, but I've been hearing things about, you know, certain people saying that, of course, the Orochi team is going to be like amongst the first DLC teams out there, which it would make sense because if they're gonna make them DLC, which I've been saying from the get-go that they're definitely gonna make them DLC characters, they might as well just go ahead and make them the first ones. I mean, because I mean, if you're gonna have the Orochi team here, then you need to, I mean, it just makes more sense to have the Orochi teams available. If you're not gonna make them available at the start of the game, of course, you know, make them available, you know, as first DLC and stuff like that. It just makes sense. But enough about that, man. I just kind of like want to talk about like what my guess is going to be for the character select screen as of right now. As you can see, Ash's team is not finished. We have a whole team right here that's not finished. Kay's team is not finished, and of course this girl, whatever her name is, her team is not finished. Now I'm kind of guessing there's going to be you know, some these are going to be slots for other characters as well, but you know, there's really no way of telling at this point. But yeah, quick. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into it. So let's start with Ash's team. So my guess off top is of course going to be Oswald. Why Oswald? Because Oswald was already on King of Fighters 14, and if you guys remember, he was a part of Ash's team in King of Fighters 11. And so now at the ending of Ash's team, of course we know that Ash went off and stole Iuri's power, but the way he did it was you know, at the end of the tournament, you know, him, Shenwu, who was, you know, another one of Ash's teammates, and then Oswald were standing around talking about, you know, Shenwu wanted to join with Ash because Ash promised him a good fight. And, you know, those of you guys who are familiar with Shenwu, that's all he cares about is fighting and stuff like that. And Oswald, he actually was looking for a specific type of drug. They don't necessarily tell us why he was looking for a specific kind of drug. We really don't know much about Oswald other than the simple fact that he fights with a weird fighting style. And of course, you know, if you guys are familiar with King of Fighters 14, you understand that, you know, he plays with fighting cards, kind of like Gambit. But I don't know if he's as cool as Gambit, but you know, he's still real cool. He's a real cool old man. So my initial guess is of course going to be Oswald because he was in, like I said, he was already in King of Fighters 14, and it just makes sense. You know, Ash comes back. A lot of people might say, well, according to how King of Fighters 11 ended, it seems like Ash and Shenwu and possibly even Oswald were not really on good speaking terms. But if you guys remember Shenwu and Ash's dialogue in King of Fighters 13, Shen didn't really have any hard feelings concerning Ash. Really, he only joined in on Elizabeth's team in King of Fighters 13, you know, just to help and support Elizabeth. But at the end of the day, Shen only really cares about a good fight. And then also Oswald actually got what he asked for. And so it really would make sense for, you know, Oswald to actually have hard feelings towards Ash because Ash actually gave him what he asked for. And so for them to come back, and then as course in the ending of King of Fighters 13, you see Ash and Oswald playing together in the card game. So of course, there's no hard feelings or animosity amongst them, but it just makes sense for Shenwu and Oswald to come back. Or I would say, so I guess you could say that would be my third option for Shenwu to come back. But if they don't bring Shenwu back, it would also make sense to bring back Elizabeth, and I am not even going to try to pronounce her last name because it is very weird, and I don't feel like butchering that. So my guess is of course going to be Oswald. I'm standing firm on Oswald, but the third character will either be a toss up between Shenwu, if they're gonna bring Shenwu back. We don't know if they're gonna bring Shenwu back, but if they do, he'll definitely be on Ash's team. Or they might even make him DLC character. They actually might make him a DLC character, and he'll just be like a standalone character or whatever. Or of course, Elizabeth. If I had to choose between Shenwu and Elizabeth, I would choose Elizabeth. So I believe Ash's team is going to be Ash, Elizabeth, and Oswald. That's my guess for them. All right, so now to the next team, Kay's team. Now this should pretty much be easy guess. Why am I saying that? Because Kay's team has always been extremely consistent, especially after King of Fighters 2000, if you will, after Kay fought with Cooler, and they kind of like became cool and stuff like that. And then of course Cooler was on Team Nest in 2001, but after that we always see Cooler and Kay together for the most part. The only time they weren't together was in King of Fighters 2003, and that's because Cooler wasn't in the game. But Maxima was always with Kay, and Maxima has not missed a King of Fighters since. So whenever Kay was around, Maxima was there. So I would definitely say Maxima is going to be on Kay's team. And of course, Cooler Diamond will also be on Kay's team. I'm standing firm on that. They can shatter my expectations, but for the most part, just like with the Fatal Fury team, they didn't do anything to change the Fatal Fury team. I will also guess that they're not going to change Kay's team as well. So that's my guess for Kay's team. I'm just standing by that. They also didn't change the Akari Warriors team either. So I'm guessing they're going to keep a couple of teams the same, just to, keep people guessing, I guess. But that's my guess. Now for this young lady. Now, I want to say, because obviously she's playing the rival to Shun'ei, I want to say that other girl with the braids. I don't know her name. We don't even really know what her name is either. But I'm going to say the other girl with the braids, she is definitely going to be on her team. It looks like they're going to be working together. That's just my guess. I'm not sure. I see that, in the intro, we see how she's talking to her. And she's basically saying, I'm calling the shots now, and stuff like that. And so I want to say that that other girl is going to be on her team. And for a third member, my guess is a new character. Or maybe I even say Kukri. Kukri might actually be on their team. And I'm just guessing. I'm pretty sure they're not just going to put Kukri in and not have them on the same team. I mean, not have them in the game. Like he just came in King of Fighters 14, so I'm more than sure that they're gonna bring him back. And of course, he was kind of a favorite in King of Fighters 14. A lot of people played with Kukri. Kukri was like a very tricky character to play against, and he's also a tricky character to play with. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be looking for Kukri to come back. I personally couldn't stand Kukri. He was very annoying. And Kukri, whatever. So that's my guess. Is going to be this girl, whatever her name is, the braided girl, and Kukri. That's my guess for her team. Now for this bottom team right here. Now, it might kind of be a toss in the air at this point. But I am going to say I am thinking this is going to be Team Brazil. Who is Team Brazil? Nelson, Banderas, and I forget what that other girl name is, man. But if I remember, I'll just probably put a text comment up for a name or whatever. But yeah, yeah, man, I think it's gonna be Team Brazil. But then again, I think it's gonna be Team Brazil, but I don't think it's going to be the same team. The reason being is because that other girl, she, whatever her name is, she basically got what she wanted in King of Fighters 14. She wanted her pet bird Coco, rainforest, to be safe, and for Coco to have a home. She got what she asked for at the end of 14, and so that'll be that for her. So I don't think she'll actually come back. I would actually say that Najd, one of the last DLC characters in King of Fighters 14. Now, it would be extremely absurd for them to make a whole new character like Najd and just like only have a participate in one game. But then again, SNK actually did the same thing with Nameless, if you will, or K Prime, or whatever you want to call the guy for the new character in King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited match. But even with that, seeing as how Nelson's arm actually came from Nest, I would also say Najd would be on his team, and I'll also say Nameless. Why am I saying Nameless? Because again, according to the manga, the Kyo clones and stuff like that was still around in the Nest, from the Nest saga in King of Fighters 14, and so it just makes sense for them to bring in Nameless in this one, and it would also make sense for him to be with Nelson, because Nelson's arm came from Nest, so there goes the Nest ties and stuff like that, and Nelson just wants to come in and fight and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I really would say it. So that's why I'm thinking this team is going to be, I really believe it's going to be Nelson, Najd, and Nameless. So that's my guess for these characters, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and it really blesses me. I really appreciate you guys watching, those of you guys who have been faithful viewers to my channel. And so yeah, let me know down in the comment sections below, who do you think is going to be in this on whose team, and who you think the first round of DLC characters is going to be. Me personally, like I stated earlier, I really believe the first round of DLC characters is going to be Team Orochi. I really believe that either it's going to be Team Orochi, or they're going to have it so that you can just press start and play with their Orochi sides and stuff like that. Maybe unlock them or something like that, because it's not going to be an arcade release. It's going to go straight to console. So yeah, maybe they'll make it so you have to unlock them or something like that, which is fine with me. But yeah, but that's my guess. I'm thinking they're going to make them DLC, and if they do make them DLC, they're definitely going to be the first round of DLC. But yeah, man, that's my time. This is your boy Blakey the Kid, reminding you guys to stay faithful.